Hello everyone, I'm that 3D guy and I'm a year 5 digital design student from Rubik ISD. And the reason why I've created this channel because I thought that uh, I would like to repeat the same journey once again. So I'd like to be like a friend to some of those who are joining like 3D, learning 3D, learning new softwares. They get stuck quite easily, and it's quite annoying at first because I remember when I started 3D, it was the same thing with me. I used to think like maybe my seniors who were like 3 4 years elder to me, I used to see their renders, see their models, and I used to be like, okay, I don't think I'll be able to reach here because this is some next level thing they are doing, right? It's like creating cars and making concepts into reality and stuff like that, which sounds quite fancy, but it isn't. Once you start knowing the basics, you follow those basics, you you go into the advanced stage and it becomes quite intuitive. So it's not very tricky, to be honest. It's just the main thing is just hard work, but with that as well, just to work hard. It's not just blindly aiming at what you want to do, but it's also like learning something, and that's what we are going to do here. We are going to learn together, and that's why I said it's going to be a 5 year journey for me again, maybe. So it's going to be what I learned during the 5 years. I'll be able to showcase that in the channel, in the videos, and one more thing which I want to show is what else are we gonna do. So when I started out with design, it was quite tricky for me to understand because the 3D people use quite a lot of different terminologies, right? They use different types of words, which or maybe their own glossary, right? They have their own glossary of words, which is like difficult for the normal people to understand. It's like their own code words which they use, which is quite tricky to understand. So even my friends who are in other parts of design, like product design or transport design, they also get sometimes like we don't know about this. We just know about making things look good, but we don't know about the technicalities about this, right? So what are we going to learn about these terminologies? It's about evaluation, right? Different types of evaluation. So it's like surface evaluation, or maybe the different types of continuities, right? Maybe the curvature comb, or maybe how you can achieve good highlights, right? That's the main thing which a person sees on a car, is like the how the reflections flow. So that is what we are gonna see in this channel together. Starting from the basics, we'll start very from the very basic. The first videos will be how curves work, how surfaces work in different softwares. What are curves? Okay, so it's more like sketches, how you create sketches, how are the lines, and that's the line in 2D, but curves are line in 3D. It's like the same thing. So all these things we'll be learning together and showcasing them in the video. So we'll also look at some tips and tricks in the videos, like maybe solving some tricky parts which could be done in a different way. So maybe you have something different to show, or I have something different to show. In fact, 3D has a lot of different solutions in just one blend, right? There's one blend, and if I give it to 50 people, they'll be able to come up with 50 different solutions. That's the best thing about 3D, that there's no single defined solution, but coming up with those 50 ideas is what we have to reach, right? We have to reach to that area where we'll be able to reach those 50 or understand those 50 solutions, like why is this being done in this way. So that is the main thing which I think we'll be able to showcase in these videos. So we'll also be taking a look at different types of software. Like I said about the curves, right? So it's like uh, how the curves flow and how the surfaces are there, and what are the different types of evaluation techniques and all the other different types of softwares I know. So I'm not the best with each and every software. I'm pretty good at a lot of softwares, but the knowledge which I have, and I'll be able to share it with you as a student. It might be handy. It might not be handy to you in some other way. In some other software, you'll be able to use that in the same some other software. Like I have some patch layout techniques, right? I have something where I just sketch out the patch layouts. I'll be able to share it with in the video, and you can do the same thing in the other software. So it's not just one software. It's the same concept lies in all the software. It's like uh, how a programmer learns, right? It's like he knows one software to just like C++ he knows, and then after that he can move on to Python, or maybe he can move on to Java. It's like that, or maybe code an HTML or something like that. So it's similar. In design also, if you know one 3D software or two 3D softwares of the same kind, you can almost take over the whole 3D, right? Mostly of the design sector, you can completely, like, you can, if you know Alias, you can do Rhino. If you know Blender, you can do Maya. It's the same thing. So that's the main thing which we are going to target. Then we are also going to target on different modeling and rendering techniques. So we'll also talk about rendering here. So it's going to be not very in-depth rendering sessions, because I am not the best rendering artist here. I have a lot of friends who are very good at rendering, but I think that at least whatever I know about rendering as a 3D design student, I think I'll be able to share a lot of things in this community. So we'll be also talking about different types of rendering tools. I think I'm pretty good at tools. Like, even for modeling, I know a lot of different tools. I just don't use one single set. I have for tools, or different one way just to come up with a solution. I have 100 types of ways where I can come up with solutions. One interesting thing about modeling, which I thought about, and I think it is quite interesting for you to know, because most of you might be thinking, okay, are we the only one who gets stuck at these points? So it's not true. There are a lot of people in the industry with even 15 to 20 years of experience who get stuck at these points, and obviously they can achieve these results much better, faster, and in a good way. It takes more time for inexperienced people like us to achieve the same result, but it is possible. It is possible to achieve the same result. It takes quite a lot of time to achieve the same thing. Takes a lot of time of brainstorming. For them, it's like 20 years of experience. They know where to click, where to do what. They know which CV, which curve, which vertex to move, or which point to move, just to make that surface look much better. That's the thing. So there's nothing wrong with it. It just takes time, and we'll get through it. Then we'll also cover most of the softwares which you use. Maybe I don't use some of the softwares, you use some of the softwares. We'll get through it as well. Maybe you know something about it, you are willing to share something on this channel, we'll surely do it. Then we'll also come up with the doubts. So some of the things which I think I'm good at is doubt solving. And it won't be like a teacher teaching you something. It won't be like a mentor teaching you something. It won't be a professional teaching you something. It will be just like a friendly advices. Like, maybe you can try something like this, or doing same things in 10 different ways, like I told you. So it could be something which can help you out to achieve something without knowing the result. So it's more like giving you some of the tips to achieve the same result you are looking for. And also you can mail me at that 3D guy at 23@gmail.com to, like, give me some of the problems, so I can come up with the solutions and show them on the channel, which will be helpful for all the viewers on this channel, right? So these things we can do together. I think you'll like the videos. I think you'll come up, grow as well along with me. And yeah, that's it. uh, Thank you for your attention. For I think I've spoken for 8 minutes now. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.